Hello and welcome back to Online Language Academy. In this video I'm going to explain 10 business phrasal verbs that you will look really good if you use in a job interview in English. So let's go. If you are new here, I'm Greg. I do these free videos on YouTube and also have my business, Online Language Academy, and we help students like you reach a high level of fluency in spoken English to help them and give them more opportunities professionally and personally. So if that is your objective, just click subscribe down there and also download my free ebook which will help fix your broken English. Right, let's begin with these 10 business phrasal verbs that you really want to use in your job interview in English. Okay, the first phrasal verb is carry out, and carry out is basically a posh way, a formal way to say do. And in a job interview, you want to sound more formal. You want to use expressions that are going to make you sound more formal. So carry out is a great option, a great alternative to saying do all the time. So you can say, yes, in my current job I carry out many important duties, tasks, duties. I carry out many important duties. Or yeah, I currently carry out research for a large multinational company. The second phrasal verb is knuckle down. Now knuckle is this part of your hand, your knuckle. Knuckle. Knuckle down is the phrasal verb, and it basically means that you don't get distracted but you focus and you work hard. So you could say that in the current economic crisis it's more important than ever to knuckle down, work hard and be the best you can be. The next phrasal verb is hand in. Now you might know this from school or university. You hand in your homework or an assignment. You have to hand it in. In other words, you have to give it to your teacher. And it's the same in business. If you are preparing a report or an analysis for your boss, you have to hand it in. You have to meet the deadline and hand it in. In other words, give it to your boss on time. On time or in time? On time. And that video will explain why. The next phrasal verb is speak up. And speak up has two meanings, really. The first meaning is to speak more loudly. Okay, but the meaning that I want to talk to you about to use in an interview is to defend what you believe is right. So if you are in a meeting, for example, at work, and many people are saying things that you disagree with, then it's important for you to speak up and say what you believe is right, to defend what you believe to be true. If some colleagues are acting inappropriately, it might be a good idea for you to speak up, tell the boss, speak up, tell them, hey, don't act like that. Okay? Speak up. It's a good attribute to have if you want to be a leader. Okie dokie. The next phrasal verb is keep up with. Keep up with. If you keep up with something, it means that you stay up to date with something. So you could keep up with new technology. You could keep up with all the latest developments in the market. It means basically that although things are changing constantly, you are always familiar with the newest things that are happening. So again, it's a great attribute to have and to mention in your job interview. Okay, the next phrasal verb is get ahead. Get ahead. And if you get ahead, you know what's coming in the future. There will be no surprises because you've planned ahead. You've planned for the next few days or next week or 2 weeks. You've planned, you've scheduled, and you are prepared for what is coming. In my job, I always try to get ahead. I'm now producing 2 videos every week on YouTube, and I usually record them on Saturday mornings. But I have the next week's videos planned and the next week's videos planned so that I'm always ahead, because there's a lot of things to do for one video. The transcription, the image, the blog entry, the marketing, there's a lot of things, so it's better for my sanity if I get ahead. The opposite of get ahead is catch up, and this is when you are behind the schedule. You're doing things today that you should have done yesterday or last week. So it's not a good situation to be in if you always have to catch up. Okay, the next phrasal verb is take on. It means you accept. Basically, you accept a new responsibility or you accept a new position. So of course, if you want a job in this company, you have to let them know that you are willing, you are happy to take on new responsibilities and get higher and higher and higher and get better and better and better and eventually be the boss. You might also want to mention what new responsibilities you have taken on in your previous job. For example, you started in your current company as a regional salesman, but you took on new clients. You took on new clients from different parts of the country, and eventually you became national salesman for your company. Right, teamwork is always a common theme in a job interview. Teamwork. And the next phrasal verb is related to teamwork. The phrasal verb is pull together. Okay, pull together. Obviously, if you pull alone, you're not going to be as strong as if you have a team pulling together. Okay, so yeah, pull together means work together to reach a common goal. And it's always a good idea to pull together. So you might want to mention in your interview that you are a team player, and when the team pulls together, you can achieve great things. And finally, follow up. Follow up. At the end of an interview, you'll probably be wanting to know when you're going to hear the news. Have you got the job? Have you not been given the job? What's going on? So you will want to know when the interviewer is going to follow up with you about the interview. So the interviewer might say to you, right, I'll be in touch with you early next week to follow up about the interview. Now, let's be honest, when they say they're going to follow up on Monday, it's not always on Monday, is it? So you might want to write a quick email on Tuesday or Wednesday to the person who gave you the interview. And a great subject for the email is follow up. And a great introduction to the email is, Dear Mr. Smith, I'm just writing to follow up about our interview last week. Follow up. Alright, if you want more phrasal verbs from me and more ways to reach fluency in English, to give you better opportunities professionally and personally, then click subscribe to my YouTube channel and also get my ebook, which is going to help fix your broken English. Alright, thanks for being here and speak soon. Bye for now.